Our presentation is over euthanasia and assisted suicide.
A major problem in today's world.
The definition of euthanasia is the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable or painful disease or an irreversible coma.
The definition of assisted suicide is a suicide of a patient suffering from an incurable disease affected by the taking of lethal drugs provided by the doctor for this purpose. So, do you think euthanasia is okay in any circumstances?
I do not, because supposedly it's killing people with like an injection of some kind, whereas assisted suicide is allowing the person to die without their extraordinary needs.
In your opinion, what is euthanasia?
I think euthanasia is killing somebody with an incurable disease and they just don't think that they'll ever recover and they don't want to suffer.
The difference between active and passive euthanasia.
Passive euthanasia is withholding the treatment for the person, and active euthanasia is giving them drugs to kill them.
Are wrong no matter the circumstances. Everyone deserves the right to life.
Euthanasia is commonly known as mercy killing, which is a misleading term. The act involves an intentional killing of an innocent person, an evil act, no matter how good the intention may be, to alleviate suffering.
It is wrong to kill a human being because everyone has dignity and the right to life. Secondly, each person is bound to lead his life in accordance to God's plan and with openness to his will, looking to life's fulfillment in heaven. Whatever its motives and means, direct euthanasia consists of putting an end to the life of handicapped, sick, or dying persons, but this is morally unacceptable.
Thus, an act or omission which, of itself or by intention, causes death in order to eliminate suffering, constitutes a murder gravely contrary to the dignity of the human person, and to the respect due to the living God, his Creator. The error of judgment into which one can fall in good faith does not change the nature of his murderous act, which must always be forbidden and excluded.
This is incompatible with the physician's role as a healer, but this is difficult to control.
Instead of participating in assisted suicide, physicians must aggressively respond to the needs of the patients at the end of life. Patients should not be abandoned once it is determined that cure is impossible. Patients near the end of life must continue to receive emotional support, comfort care, adequate pain control, respect for patient autonomy, and good communication. In contrast, some critics say that the church is cruel because we put animals like dogs and cats out of their misery with euthanasia, but we won't allow the same thing for suffering humans. But this objection actually strengthens the church's teachings that human beings are intrinsically valuable and should not be treated like animals.
That is because most animals are euthanized not because they suffer, but because it is considered too costly to treat their suffering. It puts a person out of their misery so they can be at peace.
Increasingly in the courts and the media and in conversation, we are hearing about euthanasia and the so-called right to die. It's time we all are fully informed about what is going on and what the appropriate response should be.
Euthanasia is not a future problem, it is a present problem. It is happening and becoming increasingly accepted.
The road we are on will lead to the massive elimination of the elderly and the incompetent, and anyone else considered to be a burden to society. We do not decide when our life will end, any more than we decided when it began. Our presentation.
No. Okay. No, go.
Our presentation is over.
No, okay, no. You have to look like you're actually starting. So it's not like you're so it's not like you're looking and then you start automatically.
What am I supposed to do?
No, okay. Look like you're looking and then start talking.